Now goes it, everybody. Spike Daddy here. Let's try recording this again. I realized that I was a bit more upset and everything like that, but rightfully so. As you can see, I'm trying to log into the center map, which is where I was last. And as you see, it wants to create a new survivor. Unfortunately, over the weekend, so I'm recording this actually on Tuesday, the 23rd. When I got back on Sunday to record episodes, since I was gone for a few days up north, I can't find my ARK profile. It did the wonderful thing since I swapped back and forth between Scorched Butter, or the Scorched Earth map, as well as the center map. It did the wonderful thing that ARK likes to do, and it lost my profile in the transition for some reason, because it likes to delete the stuff before it actually saves your ARK profile to the actual server map. So, unfortunately, I kind of have to start all over here. So we're going to just jump over to Fundaba. Where do we want to go? I mean, obviously, starting up over here, not really that good, because obviously I'm going to get attacked and killed and all that stuff like that, so we better start to a new area. I am going to be doing admin commands to force join tribe. I am going to be doing all that wonderful stuff like that. I did confirm that there is that my body, my actual full level body and everything like that is sitting here on the center map. It's laying on the bed. So that's just how that goes, which is pretty funny if you ask me. So we are just going to chill over here for a minute. I just wanted to bring you guys in for that part right there. Let me do the admin controls and everything, and then get over to where my base and everything is at. And then I will bring you back. I just want to make sure I'm in a relatively safe spot so I don't get attacked by the stupid fish that can pop out of the water, or a random raptor or Dilo or whatever like that, because I got a bunch of admin commands I got to pop in. So, if you'll excuse me, un momento, I will bring you back when we're at the base. Alrighty, folks, we are back here. As you see, I am sleeping, and I am also right here. It's kind of creepy. What's even creepier is I can do this. I can lay on top of my old self. I have been reborn. Out with the old, in with the new. I don't know. I did the level up thing. Obviously, I'm still a little bit shy on the levels in that. He's 102. Oh, no, I'm 103. Never mind. I gave myself a little bit too much experience, but that's, all right, because honestly, I was pretty close to leveling up anyways. So obviously, I want to see if there's a way that I can change the species implant, because obviously on here it shows survival quotient to be determined. Nothing special on there. On this one right here, that's how I show that you did the Broodmother, the Megapithecus, the dragon, and all that stuff like that. If I could do that, that would actually bring back all the other stuff like that. However, the downside, well, not the downside, but the good news is I do get all my gear back. I had Missy Bop on here and take a look to see if my body was still sitting there, and it was. So thankfully, I do have all of my equipment still, so I don't need to hack or spawn anything like that in, which is really nice. We're going to put you there. Put you there, put you there, put you there, and I think that's all that was on my bars. Now, the downside, obviously, is going to be... Oh, that's a Dimorpho, thank God. Okay. So, obviously, the big downside is all of my imprinted dinos I do not think are going to get the imprint bonus. Oh, they do get the imprint bonus. Imprinting affinity. Oh, so it does work. Do we have it set for... Okay, we got the other wyverns. So the wyverns are obviously fully grown, which is nice. We'll wait until daytime to kind of take a look at those. Let's go on to Tribe Manager. Yeah. So you see I'm here, and then there's this one right here. I need to make myself the admin, and I need to kick the old one out to get it out of there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of things on here. Yeah, this is just a nightmare and a absolute bugger. The problem is that's the owner, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually fix that. It's going to be tough. Oh, hey, look, it's morning time. Ooh, look at the colors, though. So obviously you got the usual poison wyvern, which I'm pretty stoked about. Hello, how's your face? And then the fire wyvern. Oh my god, this fire wyvern looks so good. It's got pink. I'm not a big fan of the pink, obviously. It's whatever. Then of course another one right there. Ooh, look at you. Oh, I need to get food. Oh, it feels good to be back, though. I won't lie, guys. When I tried to record on Sunday when I got back from the cabin up north, I was freaking livid. I might have said some things that I still don't regret. Honestly, I probably should have just kept the recording in hopes that Wildcard might have actually seen it, or Snail Games might have seen it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. So B Plus has updated a lot of stuff, so it makes the inventory like that, so you can just hit T and transfer things over now, which is really nice. And everything is customizable now, which is pretty sweet. B Plus has done a lot of updates. I haven't really covered a lot of it, unfortunately, because I've been, like I said, I've been busy. So, where is, we've got SD up there. Where is my RG? Ah, there's Darkwing. All right, Darkwing, do you have imprinting? You do have imprinting. Imprinting affinity, but it doesn't say the increase of it. Show buffs. Oh, yep, there it does. Cool. All right, so I guess we're fine. I guess we don't need to worry about the whole imprinting thing then. I must have had it set right in the tribes to where it's tribe-based imprinting as opposed to individual. So that was my biggest concern, was I'm doing all of these. I just hatched out some really nice wyverns. I got some high-level RGs. I've got high-level dinos and all of that stuff like that imprinted to me. And I was going to have to go through and redo it all to get that extra damage and extra damage resistance. So I'm happy that that's not the case. I'm happy that we got all that stuff taken care of on there, that this part right here does work. What are we looking at in here? Okay, so we had nothing going in here. I don't think we had anything going in any of the propagators. I think we left it as is. As far as my stat allocation and all that stuff goes, okay, we got nothing in there. Stat allocation. Actually, does it tell me how close was I to the allocation? Oh, it doesn't tell you. That's just... Oh, no, that's them. That's me. Oh, so I was pretty... I was spot on. I went off of memory. Oh, wait. Oh, I had one extra point. Where did I put the extra point into? How? 102. It's got the same exact stats as me. Did I... What? How did I get... Oh, there's one more point in weight. Okay, so that's where the next level came from, one more point in weight. Okay, cool. Yeah, you know what? That works. That works for me. I'm okay with that. Let's see here. What else do we got to go through and do? What do we have to do to get everything kind of back up? And oh, hiccups. I just got done having dinner, having some pizza. It was really good. I haven't had pizza in quite a while. I want to take a look at this guy. Come here, buddy. Let's go for a little fly. Ooh, look at you. Oh, look at you. And then blah, fire. Love it. Love it. Ooh, we've got a lot of direwolves out here. We got any high levels? Any max levels? No. Okay, that's fine. All right. Oh, it feels good to be back. But yeah, I started to record on Sunday, and I was nettled beyond nettled. I was absolutely in full on rage mode, cussing out everything and anything wildcard related. How they don't know how to freaking run a game, how they don't know how to program a game, and I honestly I stand behind that. I do stand behind that. And I stand behind it to the sense of they don't know how to program a game to make it a viable running game in the sense of what they think they are. They think they're a AAA game. They think that they're the next thing since sliced fucking bread, and they're not. They truly are not. They absolutely are not. They never will be, because they always put other things ahead of actually fixing bugs and issues in the game. For example, this right here. I can say wholeheartedly that the next time this right here happens and I can't recover my profile, I will be taking a full-on hiatus from anything ARK related. Period. I will be completely done with ARK until they lose their contract and have to sell the game to a different company. And hopefully that other company that buys it decides to actually fix all of the major underlying issues that are not, up front, that are not apparent. The ones where you get random crashes that happen randomly for some reason when you're flying over an area. Why does that happen? Look into it. R&D should be able to figure that out and get it fixed. Put a patch out for it. Simple as that. Obviously that falls into the line of it's on the client side, so it comes down to so many different types of configurations that are out there, so they may not be able to get to that, but that's fine. As long as they're actively still looking for it and they're actively collecting data for that, that's fine. the easiest fix for this one right here, whenever you transfer to another server that's on a cluster, when it transfers over to the new cluster, so here's how it works. Let's utilize this right here as an indication. Let's take this cryopod here, okay? This cryopod right here is my ARK profile. Ooh, why are you all like? Ooh, why are you so laggy? Let's take this cryopod for example. Cryopod goes in there. This is the center map. Okay, I want to go to Scorched Earth. Or no, wait, I want to go to Scorched Earth, which is right here, right? Well, my profile is now on the center map. It's saved on the center map data. When it transfers, it goes from out of there, and it goes into this one. This is the cluster folder, to where it shows that all these maps are intertwined. It goes to the cluster folder. Well, when it does that, it deletes you from here. That's fine, because when it hits the cluster, it then says, hey, let's transfer you over to here. Here's the problem. When you transfer over to there, you're over on Scorched Earth. But your thing is still sitting over there on the cluster. Well, as soon as you successfully transfer over here, it does this. It goes away. So now you're not on the center. You're not in the cluster data. You're not on Scorched Earth yet. The only time that you're on Scorched Earth, when it actually saves your profile and moves this into the actual map for Scorched Earth, is when something changes on your character. So say I do this. Now that changes it. That's no longer on my hotbar. That just changed my profile. Or I leveled up. Or I learned an engram, which changes my overall ARK profile. And then the server goes, oh, hey, quickly, write that down, bam, and now you're here, and now you're safe. Now you can log off, log back on, and you're good to go. Problem is if that doesn't happen, if nothing happens to you to where you died or you did anything significant that changes your ARK profile, and the world save comes through and it doesn't actually save your profile, you no longer exist on here as far as a file goes. Even though you're playing around on the game, you're playing around the server, you could be on here for an hour, you tamed 3 or 4 dinos, everything is like that. You're building stuff, all that stuff like that, but everything that you're doing in-game doesn't affect your profile on here. Eating meat doesn't for some reason do it, because it's still on there. It doesn't actually register that, it shows that there's meat here. It just shows you what kind of meat it is. But the actual map part of the game that actually saves the information of all the spoil items and all that stuff like that, that's what's tracking this, not all these things individually. So, unless you do something that significantly changes your ARK profile, learn an engram, something happens to you, you change your armor, or something along that said lines, it doesn't actually save your profile to the freaking map. And then when you log off and then you log back in, it wants you to create a new character because your profile isn't there. It's like you've just completely disappeared, like you never transferred over. The unfortunate part of that is what happened this past time is I've got it set to where a server save happens every hour. I have it set to where it backs up every hour. I have it set to where it saves 100 backups per map. But unfortunately, since it was so long since I was on last, and I didn't realize that my profile was gone and missing from both Scorched Earth as well as Center, I didn't catch it in time to realize that I had the issue with my profile being disappeared and not being there at all, that it wasn't any of the backups. The latest backup that I could go back to was the 17th, and that was before I actually played over on the Center. I was on Scorched, but when I went over to Scorched, the latest one that I had was, I think, the 18th or whatever, and by that time, I was actually over on the Center map. So I couldn't grab my profile at all, hence why I've got to create a whole new freaking character, basically, which really, really, really sucks. Because now I got to go through a bunch of admin commands and do all that stuff like that, which I hate doing. And I got to figure out a way to get rid of this. Plus, I have to go through and find if there's any admin commands that allows me to say that, I learned all the tech engrams, because now my tech engrams are completely unlocked. So I have to go through and manually unlock them, and it just becomes a real pain in the rear. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on that. This is going to be obviously a shorter episode. I don't really plan on doing anything essentially in this episode here, except for kind of going through the explanation on that. And oh my god, I've got so many carrots. Why do I have so many carrots? I'm not Bugs Bunny. I mean, I do like myself, you know, some carrots from snacking from time to time, but my god, I don't need that many. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked here in that. But obviously, you can see that we have accomplished. We did. You guys seen it in the episodes. I did beat the Megapithecus, the Alpha Dragon, and the Alpha Broodmother, along with everybody else on the server here. So I got to figure out a way to go through and get that done. And there's just a bunch of other things. This right here is going to be really just kind of a talking kind of video here. I think in the meantime, what we could do though is I think we can go out and fly around and kill some stuff and get some levels on the Fire Wyvern. Because we can at least be somewhat entertaining, right? But yeah, so what I want to go through and kind of give a heads up on is obviously today being the 23rd, we've got 2 more days, I believe, until the Fun Pimps and that actually make 1.0 on 7 Days to Die stable. So obviously, ooh, that actually does a lot of damage. Nice. All right, that's pretty nice. That's nice. Get that other dumb Anky out of there. Oh my god, I gotta do a Dino Wipe. There are so many dinos. I haven't done a Dino Wipe in so long, unless Shez did one, but I don't think she has. Yeah, we got too many dinos out in this yonder area. But obviously, once 1.0 drops for stable for 7 Days to Die, I will be doing a series on that, which obviously I always say that, you know, I'm not going to be, ooh, hold on. Maybe we are going to tame something. Hold on. That is a 150 Spino, and we need a spirit picker-upper. So you know what? Maybe we will do that. But obviously, I always say that I'm not going to, you know, stop a series or anything like that. Well, I started up this series right here, and I have yet to release any other 7 Days to Die episodes. To be fair, I was getting rather burnt out on 7 Days to Die, so that's one of the reasons for it. And obviously, one of the other reasons was I got really infatuated with ARK. And it's probably going to happen again. I'm probably going to be going back over to it because obviously my time, guys, you know, IRL is very finite as far as what times I have available to do recordings, what time I have to do for editing episodes and all of that. You know what? Did I not have... I must not have had, what you call it? Trank darts. Oh, you know what probably happened? Missy probably, when she took the stuff out of the inventory there, she probably had trank darts on her as well. So she probably accidentally grabbed those. That's okay. Oh, God, I don't have anything unlocked. I gotta learn engrams. I don't want to do this. No, let's drop that. Dart, yes. Learn all those. I want to learn all the darts. Excuse me. Does it not do all of them? Oh my god. This is so done. Well, I mean, obviously we gotta learn, you know, let's learn simple. Why doesn't it do... Oh, I have to go through and do every single one of these, don't I? Alright, you know what? I'll BRB. Alright, folks, we're back. I did go through and learn some engrams. Obviously not a lot of them. I'm going to have to learn them as we kind of go, which is alright. Obviously, FPS is absolutely caca right now. I do not know why. Got everything turned off for the most part. 30 some FPS. You know, that's the other thing that I really wish that they would friggin' optimize is the FPS on it. Like, I'm not rocking, you know, a crappy system at all or anything like that, but they really could have done a lot better job instead of just importing all the assets over and not redoing them. Because, yeah, this is just atrocious. Let's see here. I think the best way to do this is going to be to go over up yonder here. Let's go right here. Let's do one of you. One of you. We'll make it ooh, we can do a little bit of an angle dangle thing here. Let's go that way. Let's go out a little bit more, right? Is that accurate? That is accurate. Cool. Let's go out one more. Out one more. And let's go out one more. And out one more. And we got what? One. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, get out of the way. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Let's pick you up, pick you up, pick you up. 2 wide should be plenty for the Spino. I don't think the Spino can get through here. Can he? Can he get through here? I don't think he can. 1, 2. No, no. Or is that correct? 1, 2. Is that right? Yep. Ah, dang it. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I think I can get away with actually doing a couple more deep here. Nope, wrong button again. Boop. And boop. And then we do this. Then we go in here and we grab you. And we put you right here. You're not a bad color. You know, I never used to be a fan of the copper tone kind of color, the number 42, but you know what? It's actually kind of nice. The teal on the fin, though, was pretty nice. Here you go, buddy. Come on. Let's go. Come get me there, stupid. Let's not get the RG stuck on the thing. Yay! Oh, this is plenty big enough. Although I can't remember, can Spinos go through those gates? I don't think they can. I really don't think they can. Yeah, you can't. You are the stuck of the stuck, aren't you? You're stuck. You can't do nothing. You are a stuck Spino. You are going to be friend. It's a max level Spino. We haven't actually gotten a max level Spino yet, I don't think. I think the highest one that we've gotten was like a 130 or a 140. So you know what? That works for me. And he's got 28 in the weight, 28 in the health, so which means hopefully this will be a high health Spino. God, why is the FPS such crap? There's got to be something that's going on here. I've got clouds, I got fog disabled, I've got all that stuff like that turned off. And you're only going to take 2 exceptional kibble, which is awesome. Come on. Go to sleep. That should be enough. Yeah, you go nap, nap. Go night, night. Night, night time for you. All right. What the heck is going on with my freaking graphics settings here? No, yeah, that's right. No, I don't want max frame rate. Super resolution is off. DSSL is on. Resolution scale, that's fine. Reflex some video. Let's do that, I guess. Maybe that'll do something. I don't know. Oh, we're up in the 40s now. No, well, we're back in the 30s. That could just be where I was sitting. I don't know. Obviously, when I come over here to render in, it's going to take a minute, but I'm still in the high 30s. Huh. I don't know. Oh, yep, there's a bit of the FPS lag. Oh, we're down to 15. Oh, boy. I just wish that was not an issue. Part of me, you know, the funny thing is part of me really wants to just go back to the old ARK Survival Evolved and just go that route and then just leave it that route and be done with it. But obviously, Ascended does have some nice quality fixes. It does look a little bit better as far as the graphics goes. Obviously, if you can have a freaking graphics card that can run it. Oh, you actually leveled up? Wow. What do we want to give you? Let's give you melee. Let's go melee. Get the Spino tamed up, and you know what? Hey, we did something for the frickin' episode. You know what? We did something good. Let's go ahead and plop you down here. Oh yeah, I'm in 40, 45, 50 FPS now. So yeah, there was something with that setting, I think. Let's see, can we get better graphics settings here? Advanced graphics. I mean, obviously I got a lot of stuff set to high, but I should be able to set it to high. Let's drop textures. No, I don't want to drop textures. I don't want anything looking like crap. Post-processing, no. General shadows, let's turn you to low. Foliage quality, let's turn you to low as well. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. Footsteps, all that stuff is off. Yep, that's fine. Interaction quality or limit. Everything else is off there. What the hell is advanced graphics? Let's put advanced graphics on medium. 35, 45. So 45 is looking like 50. Oh, there's a 50 for the first time. Yeah, graphics on the dyno still look good. 55. Oh man, we almost hit 60 there for a minute. All right, we'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. It's at least a bit more fluid here. That's all I care about. I don't care about how everything essentially looks. Really, I mean, graphics doesn't really make the game, in my opinion. It's all about the fluidity of movement and what the game actually gives you. Oh, piranhas! I forgot there's piranhas in these waters. Am I gonna need to get you narcotics? That's my question. Am I gonna have to get you narcotics? I don't think I will. Unless you take a bite after you're halfway woken up. Then I will have to get narcotics. I'm assuming one bite's going to take you to like 80% anyways. Maybe. Potentially. You going to take a bite? We got food-wise. Oh yeah, when that hits 60. Then that's 40 and then 40, so that's 80, because 80 is what kibble is, I believe. Could be wrong. We'll wait and see. Are you going to nom at 87.60, or are you going to nom at 87.50 and make it 90? $87.50 it is. Okay. It's alright, your torpor is still a fifth of the way down. So as long as you take a nom... Oh, there we go. Okay, so 85, and you're at 62%. Okay, yeah, I don't need to put any narcotics on you. You are good to go. You know, these little bugs and everything like that, that's fine for like an immersion aspect, but how many of them do you actually see? Like, is there a way to like turn those off? Because, you know, every little bit of thing to help out with FPS is a big help. Another thing that I want to mention, guys, regarding 7 Days to Die, is I will be trying. I've been watching a lot of 7 Days to Die videos, so I'm not going to be going into 1.1 without any idea on how to operate things or anything along those kind of lines. As far as base designs, I've seen a few of them. I already know ones that obviously work from just past experience. I know the base that we normally use is still going to work. However, I want to change it up a little bit. I want to try building a different kind of base style for Horde Night. I also want to try my hands at the 100 Days and 7 Days to Die. That seems to be a very popular kind of format in YouTube, or on YouTube, I should say. And what I want to do is it'll be probably 10 episodes. So 10 days in 10 episodes. Now, this is where the part is going to be a bit different from my usual recording. Now, obviously, for all of you guys in that are watching right now, that are watching ARK, and only watch ARK, although I know there's quite a few of you that also watch my 7 Days to Die episodes. Most of my 7 Days to Die episodes in that, when I do it, is an episode a day, basically. So episode 55 is normally like day 55, so on and so forth, because I record everything. I don't cut out a bunch of monotonous stuff or anything like that. I don't really just show the highlights of, you know, going through POIs and killing zombies and other things along those kind of lines, because I like to show everybody everything, so therefore there's no way of showing, oh, you hacked this, or you cheated this in, or when did you get that pump shotgun, that's, you know, that's cheese mode, yada yada yada, because I have seen that happen on a bunch of other larger YouTubers that do that, and I personally am not a fan of those kind of critiquing comments. You know, they don't bug me or anything like that, but I don't want people to have any thought in their head that, oh, he cheated that in, or oh, he just, you know, he was low on cobblestone or whatever like that, so he just hacked in like 5,000 cobblestone or whatever like that to build this base. And no, I don't like giving the audience any kind of idea for that. That's why I normally record my episodes start to finish, and I really don't edit anything out. I might speed up some stuff like I've been doing with ARK lately, like when I'm going through and, you know, killing a bunch of stuff and so on and so forth, and that I'll do like a speed up video kind of thing. So I might try messing with that a little bit. But for the most part, I'm going to be recording 10 days. So I'm going to be recording 10 days at a time, which means my time frame for the days in 7 Days to Die, that way it's not as horrible, is still going to be 60 minutes a day. So it's going to be 10 hours of recording that I'm going to try to cut down the amount of footage down to hopefully under an hour. So it's going to be a lot of editing. This is really going to push my editing skills. It's really going to push my voice overlay as well. I'm going to be doing voice overlays for the most part of it. Obviously, some of the areas in that, like when I get the crap scared out of me, or when I find something really good and I'm really excited, or if I crack a joke or whichever like that, I'll obviously leave that audio in there. But it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of patience to go through and edit and render the episodes and get them set how I want them set. And this isn't me trying to appease the YouTube algorithm. It partially is, but it's also to make it more enjoyable for you guys to watch. I've been watching my YouTube analytics. I've been watching what you guys have been kind of watching in that, and a lot of people in that like to skim through the episodes. Some people, don't get me wrong, 43 on the health and 40 on the weight. Oh, that's beautiful. You're such a good Spino. Look at you. Oh my gosh, goodness. Hello. Oh, I actually have a cryopod. Oh, thank God. So I was just going to say, I don't really have a good spot for the teleporter. 37 melee too. That's not bad. That's a pretty solid freaking Spino. You know, we're going to leave these up right here just in case there's anybody else that wants to tame a Spino that happens to spawn nicely over here. So I'm going to be really pushing my patience and my working for getting episodes edited and rendered in that type of way. So episode 1 of 7 Days to Die 1.0 is going to be 10 days crunched down into hopefully under an hour. And it'll hopefully be all of the fun, good, action-packed stuff, you know, finding good stuff, building the base, you know, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing some speed-up areas, like when I build the base or when I build, you know, a small structure or whichever like that. I'm going to be trying to focus a lot on that stuff. And that really is just coming down to... It's something that I've wanted to do for a few years now, is pay more attention to my editing and my rendering of episodes. Versus just, you know, like for example, this episode right here. Okay, let me add it up. So right now we've got 2 minutes for the intro part, 16 minutes for the next part, and then so far we're on 14 minutes or so doing this right here. I combine all those. I basically piece all of the clips in order. I throw in, you know, the transition. I do a little noise reduction depending on what's going on. Like right now, obviously you guys can probably hear my AC unit is running in the background. So I'll do the denoise, which kind of minimizes the background noise of the AC unit, though it still comes through quite clear. And I throw my intro, my intro logo in the beginning, and then I save it as an episode and render it and upload it. That's pretty much what it is. I can edit and render 10 episodes in a matter of 20 minutes just by doing it that way. But obviously, you've got some points in the episodes in that to where, like, I'm just flying around on a dino, or I'm just harvesting resources if I don't cut it out, or boring stuff, basically, left and right. And that's even more pronoun with 7 Days to Die. Obviously, with ARK, I can just be like, I'm going to, you know, bounce real quick on the episode and gather 10 stacks of metal and get it cooking up, and when it's done, I'll bring you guys back. I really can't do that. See, this is the other part. These little bugs, these bugs right here can go away. Sorry, ADD. But for 7 Days to Die, I really can't do that because of wandering hordes, surprise animals that come out of nowhere, seemingly, you know, other unforeseen things that might come up to where I got to handle it right then and there, and I don't have time to hit the record button. So on 7 Days to Die especially, I normally record everything. And that's something that I still want to do. I'm still going to record it all, so I'm still going to be recording 10 hours of footage. But instead of making you guys go through that and getting, you know, 10 episodes out to where it's, you know, it's an episode a day or 2 episodes a day, depending on how many episodes I've recorded, you know, in a row, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that amount of other time to go through, edit the videos properly, highlight the good parts. Obviously the horde nights, obviously going through point of interest, obviously making sure that I clip in when I found something good, like a better weapon or better armor or whichever like that. And that's really what I'm going to keep in the episodes, to where it's, you know, essentially an action-packed episode through and throughout. And I'm going to be cutting out or high speeding up through certain other spots. Now, obviously, with that being said, it's going to take me a lot longer to release episodes. So 7 Days to Die, unlike ARK, which I've been keeping consistent on, aside from the past, I'd say past week or so, I've been keeping consistent about having an episode release every single day. With 7 Days to Die, that will not be the case, because of the amount of time it's going to take me to not only record the episodes. It's going to take me 10 hours to record the first episode, basically. So my usual sitting down gaming time is going to be around 2 to 3 hours. So it's going to take me about 4 days, 5 days maybe, to record the first episode of the first 10 days. And then it's going to take me probably an additional hour or two to go through and edit and render it, potentially even more, because I'm going to have to sit back and watch my recordings and find the spots that I want to take out and the spots that I want to keep. So it's going to be very big on that. And I also am going to have to get good at doing voice overlay as well, because obviously it'd be pretty horrible for me just to make those cuts when I'm mid-sentence. Just be like, hey, so we're going to go over here and do this. And all of a sudden it cuts out to me going, oh, well, that was a lot of fun. That was this and that. And it's like, wait, that doesn't match up as far as sentences go. What's going on? So that's kind of what I'm getting at here. Now, this right here obviously will not be the last episode of ARK, guys. It's not going to be the last episode of ARK. The nice thing about doing this type of editing for 7 Days to Die is hopefully that'll still give me time to get an episode or two recorded in of ARK as well. Because obviously, I'm not done with ARK. I have a lot of Scorched Earth that I still want to go through and explore. We still have to do the Manticore alpha mode. We still have to go through and see if we can find higher level wyverns, because even though we did find some nice wyverns, 180 or 190 I think is the max level for wyverns, and you know me, I gotta have max levels, so I'm going to be going through there every once in a while. I may not be recording it, but I'm going to be going through the wyvern trench and whatever like that. You guys have seen me do that plenty of times. So I want to make sure that I still keep up on here, as well as obviously I want to make sure that, you know, we've got food in all the feeding troughs and all of that stuff like that. One of the biggest things that I had issues with when I was on the last cluster was I didn't really pay attention to it. We were in separate tribes. I logged back on, and like 60% of my dinos that were not in cryopods obviously were dead because I didn't have food in the feeding trough. So I want to prevent that, because obviously all the dinos that we have here and that, these are all good dinos. I obviously want to keep all of them. As a matter of fact, one thing that I do want to make sure that never dies is this freaking annoying ass bug right here. Because you know how much of a pain in the dick it was for this? It was a pain in the dick. So you know what? We're going to pull you in and put you in a cryopod, just in the offset chance that my wonderful IRL lifestyle and that gets really busy and I forget to come on here to do feeding stuff. Which, obviously, since we're all in the same tribe, I can have others, you know, take a quick peek on it every once in a while, and that'll be fine. So, but yeah, guys, keep your eyes out for 7 Days to Die. Stable 1.0 release. Obviously, when that drops on the 25th, that's when I'm going to start doing the recording on it. I believe the 25th is Thursday, so that's Thursday. So hopefully between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I can hopefully get enough content recorded for the first 10 days to get everything pieced together for the first episode. Then obviously, once I finally get all 10 episodes rendered and released and they're out, I'm hoping to do a mashup of them, and then obviously releasing all of them together in one episode. So one probably close to 10-hour episode. Obviously, that's a long freaking episode. Obviously, that's going to take a lot of time, but I feel like that would be a really good route to go, especially for folks in that like to have background noise, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to hopefully be doing. We'll see how that goes. As far as the difficulty on 7 Days to Die, I won't be doing the standard default settings, obviously, but I won't be doing Insanity either. I will be keeping it probably around... I'll probably put it around Warrior difficulty, or maybe 1 or 2 down from Insane, from the highest setting. I don't want it to obviously be too easy, but I also don't want it to be very, very punishing, in the beginning. Because I also want to gradually go up from there. Donovan has been working on the modlets for the less grind, so it's not as grindy, all that stuff like that. So I'm really hoping to make some pretty good headway progress on that. And obviously there will be some balancing as far as difficulty, amount of zombie spawning, and so on and so forth as my episodes in game kind of progresses. So obviously, guys, with that being said, I know it really wasn't that exciting of an episode or anything like that. I just needed to get you guys updated on a bunch of things. Yeah, so that's going to be that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode, though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update as far as what's going on here, as far as the server ARK, as well as upcoming episodes and videos and that coming up on the channel. I will also be posting a lot of this information and that in my channel discussion as well, as a post. So kind of keep you guys all informed, especially for obviously folks that don't watch me play ARK that would normally just sit back and watch me play 7 Days to Die. So obviously folks that don't watch ARK aren't going to get that information. On top of that, obviously folks that skip through the skip through the video and that to find where the action is, obviously they're not going to be hearing a lot of this information as well either. So yeah, anyways, guys, that does it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff like that, guys. And until next episode, take care and take it easy.